This is how to administer a test for the end of course exams, either in December or in the spring online, in case you needed a refresher. You're going to do great. I believe in you. But go ahead and start at the Fairfield City Schools links page. The URL is right here, www.fairfieldcityschools.net/links. But I'm sure you have it bookmarked by now because you're awesome. You're going to go down to the bottom right and click on Tide Teacher Login right here. You're going to click on the left one, Ohio State Tests Portal. And then you're going to click on the second one on the left here, Teachers/Test Administrators. Once you get here, you have a bunch of options, but you're going to use the top right one called TA for Test Administrator Interface. So go ahead and click on that. Then it's going to bring up your login page. Now, hopefully you're one of the many people who have already reset their password for this year. And so hopefully it's saved and you don't have to reference it. But if you do have it saved somewhere else, then make sure you have that handy. I'm sorry, I can't give you your password right now. But you also, if you did not do this yet, you do need to have a new one for every school year. So hopefully you've already done this because I asked you to at the beginning of the year, but maybe you just didn't or it didn't work or something like that. So you will have to go here if you haven't already done that, okay? But most of you have, so you're going to go up here, you're going to type in your username, which is your fairfieldcityschools.com email address, and then you're going to put in your password, which I'm sure is I love Fairfield or something like that. So go ahead and then click Secure Login. Then you're going to maybe get nervous because you might see this. It might go straight to work, but it might not. Don't freak out if this happens. All you do is click up here. This is a pop-up blocker. So you're going to click up here. You see this little red thing. You're going to click on Always Allow Pop-ups. So that's its way of saying that something went wrong, but you're telling it, no, it's actually okay that this happened. So you're going to click Always Allow Pop-ups, and you're going to click Done. Then you might get a little nervous because nothing changes, but all you do is go over here and click the Refresh button. Once you refresh, it'll open up. You're going to have a lot more options than I do now. It's just not available yet. But this is where your end of course exam is going to be. It's just not here yet, like I said, because it's not yet loaded. But let's pull down this one for an example. You're not doing an Ohio graduation test. That's old school. But just so you have an idea, you're going to click on the one that you're administering. So click on the one, if you're doing math or Algebra 1, for example, then you would click on Algebra 1. That would be there. Notice you can select multiple at one time because maybe you might have students taking different tests in your room. Ideally, you will not, but that could happen, and you can select multiple ones. So once you choose the test that you're administering, again, you're not doing Ohio graduation tests. There will be other ones loaded. You're going to click on Start Operational Test Session. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm not actually administering a test, but you just click on that, and then that will open up a code that you're going to write on the board. Be sure that you have if you have different codes for different tests, be sure you have students typing in the correct code, that they're taking the right test. But really, all you're doing is writing down the code, and the students on their end, when they log in with their information, they are going to have an option to put in the code, and then that's where they put in the code you give them once you have started this. You're then going to see their names come through, you're going to approve them, and then you're going to go from there. Everything should be smooth from there. But you can text me or call me if you have any questions. You also have friends next door and people who will be in the hallways to help you out if you need them. So please go ahead and test this beforehand if you want. Obviously, you wouldn't start the test, like I'm not starting the test right now, but you could at least go through this process just to check it out and make sure your username and password works. You're going to do great. I believe in you. Thanks for doing it.